Financial analysts are warning that New York City is just a single recession away from bankruptcy. Yet, despite the warnings, Mayor de Blasio has proposed to increase the 2020 fiscal year budget by $3 billion. And even though at the same time the mayor did call for city agencies to cut their budgets, is it time to tighten the purse strings even more across the board? Or should institutions such as public libraries be exempt from any potential cutbacks? Joining us now with answers to that and other questions is City Council member Jimmy Van Bramer, the chair of the Committee on Cultural Affairs and Libraries. Councilmember, thank you for joining us once again.
Thanks for having me.
So, Councilmember Van Bramer, give us a sense of what libraries do beyond loaning books and giving quiet space for study.
Well, libraries are the community centers and really the hubs of neighborhoods all across New York City and all across the country. They are so much more than books and materials, although I myself still love to read books, and so do many others. But it is where immigrants come to learn how to read, write, and speak English for free. It is where people who are looking for jobs go for resume writing workshops and to be assisted in that search. It's where homeless individuals go often to find a warm place to sit. It's where seniors go. It is where everything good in a neighborhood that can happen really comes together. So libraries are more important than ever, and they will always, I believe, be critical civic institutions and a part of the infrastructure that makes for good community.
Mayor de Blasio has already allocated in his proposed budget, he has allocated $388 million for New York City libraries. That sounds like a lot, but it's actually a cut from the previous year, correct?
That's right. Yes, so we're looking at about a 3% cut for our public library systems, about $2.5 million for Queens and Brooklyn, more for the New York Public Library, which has 3 boroughs. And what I would say is that libraries are essential every day, in all times. I would argue this is not the time to cut back on the vital programs and services that public libraries provide. In fact, we should actually be seeking to expand those services.
And the libraries are, with your support, they're asking for $35 million more?
It is. Yep.
What are they going to use with that money?
Well, one of the things that they want to do is to continue to provide the service, but expand their services in ways that would allow people to get more help and more assistance. So certainly they need to keep pace with the rising costs. Libraries are not immune to the costs of materials and staff time and all other kinds of expenses. But what we need to do is see if we can increase the hours and days of service. In order to do that, you need some more resources to be able to allow working people to be able to get to the library when they actually need it. Libraries open during the middle of the day is certainly helpful to some of our citizens, but many folks are working and can only get to the libraries late in the evening or on the weekends.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's fair to say that Mayor de Blasio has been pretty friendly to libraries over his 10 years. He has continually increased the budget, except this year. Have the libraries used the money that they've been given wisely?
Oh, my goodness, yes. First of all, let me just say I believe the City Council has really led the fight for the libraries' budgets to be increased, but I won't begrudge the administration for having shown support for libraries as well. And have libraries used the money well? Libraries give you the best bang for your buck in municipal governance. And when it comes to the amount of people served, we're talking about tens of millions of people streaming into all of the libraries in the city of New York, over 200 libraries. And when we see the usage, when we see the difference that they are making in the lives of immigrants in this city, and we're talking about all immigrants, right? This is a sanctuary city. Libraries were the original sanctuary in the sanctuary city, allowing documented and undocumented alike to come in and to get books, to be able to read, write, and learn how to speak English for free. Those are incredibly important services in a city like ours that claims to be progressive. Well,
you know, as I said in the introduction, as you well know, some financial experts are saying now that we're just one recession away from bankruptcy. And in his budget proposal, the mayor was pretty grim in the outlook. First of all, do you agree with those assessments of our economic situation?
I do not agree with any claims that we are close to bankruptcy. I agree with the mayor that, in fact, our bond rating was just rated even higher as a sign of our prudence and our fiscal strength in the city. Obviously, we need to be prudent in the face of the potential for the economy to slow down. I think we've done that with establishing some reserves over the last several years with the council and this mayor working together. Certainly we can do more, but I think it's really important, even in the event of an economic downturn, not to cut the services that the most vulnerable New Yorkers rely on.
Your committee also oversees arts and cultural activities in the city. According to the city's Department of Cultural Affairs, its budget for fiscal year 2019 was the highest ever at $189 million. It has been cut for fiscal year 2020. But is that an area that you can see, if necessary, some potential cuts?
So culture and the arts, like libraries, really sustains us as a city. Culture and the arts actually drives income to the city of New York. We know 65 million tourists a year come to New York City. 77% of them rate culture and the arts as the first or second reason why they come to the city. That generates billions in revenue. You cut the arts, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face.
All right. Councilmember Van Bramer, thank you so much for joining us again.
Thank you.